Hello guys! Welcome to this video. Today I want to talk about how I grew on Instagram as a digital artist. I grew quite a lot on Instagram lately, so I just want to share some tips with you on how you can grow on Instagram as well. So while I give you the tips, I will show you the screen recording I did of my drawing today, just so you have something to look at in the background. When I started Instagram, I think it was actually over a year ago or something. I was really inactive in the beginning. I think I posted a little bit, then I had a long break, and I posted a little bit, I had a long break. I was really not consistent, and I only had like around 400 followers or something. And I struggled to see growth, but I also didn't post very consistently, so that's understandable. But when things really changed was last summer, where I was on summer break and I decided to really take advantage of that and just draw a lot and post a lot. And I think I posted every day on the whole summer break, and I even posted multiple times a day. So I really started to see some growth with that. And I think I grew my account to around 3,000 followers. It was a milestone for me, just getting over that 1,000. Just if you're under 1,000 followers, don't be discouraged. Just keep going. It's really hard to grow when you're under that 1,000. I think we as humans have something built in us, like with the numbers. So if if you get across an account that has under 1,000 and also just under 10,000, it seems unprofessional. Don't get me wrong, it can be very professional. It can be a good art account with great art and great content. But I think we as humans, we just, right when we see those numbers, they're not very high, we think, oh, this might not be good quality. This might not be something I want to follow. So I just found it really hard to get like over the 1,000. But yeah, I grew my account to around 3 to 4,000 followers. Then I went back to school/work, and I didn't have the energy to keep posting every day. I really struggled mentally at my personal stuff, so I didn't post for I think 5 months or something, 4 or 5 months. But then we fast forward to 2024, and in January I decided to start posting consistently again, and I also worked a little bit on my style. Before I did both realistic paintings and I also did more cartoony stuff. It was not really very niched down. I think it's a good thing to find a specific niche in art to grow on Instagram. So now I've started to post consistently again, and I started to see quite some engagement and growth on Instagram, because just doing that consistently, it really pays off. Of course, it still has to have quality. You don't want to do consistency over quality, but just try to weigh them out. And the strategy I found most effective was that to post one post and one reel a day. I know a lot of artists hate to hear this, but if you want to grow on Instagram these days, at least how it is right now, you have to do reels. Reels are the things that made me grow a lot. You might have seen this pigeon video. Well, if not, here it is. It's a silly animation I did. I just found this sound, the anime intro sound that's trending on Instagram or was trending. And I thought like, okay, I gotta use this. And I came up with this silly pigeon dancing to it, and it went viral. It's almost at 2 million views, so that gave me a lot. I can see that it gave me around 5,000 followers just from that one video. And the topics you wanna do for Reels is either doing something cute, funny, or relatable. Those three topics are something that people most likely wanna share. You gotta do shareable content, or content that people wanna comment on, wanna join in on, instead of just liking and scrolling. My pitching video was both funny and cute, I think, and I think that's why so many people shared it. It got tons of shares on people's stories because they find it funny and cute, so they really want to show it to their friends. I had another reel go a little bit viral, not as viral. I think it's at 800,000 views or something. It was just a really quick reel for me to do. I just recorded myself looking down at my iPad, sitting with my Apple Pencil, and I wrote, POV, you had a childhood dream of becoming working for Disney or something. I don't remember specifically, but it was relatable because a lot of people have the same or had the same dream, and so therefore people commented, oh my god, same dream, I want to do that too. I also got a lot of comments like, oh my god, you're too good for Disney, so that was something. But yeah, you gotta do relatable, cute, or funny stuff, or at least that's something that goes well on Instagram Reels. If you have a hard time figuring out what to talk about or share on Reels, you can always just scroll a little bit on Reels and see what other people do. That POV video, I got that idea from another reel. I think it was a reel talking about topics or hooks you could use on your reels, and it really worked. It did pay off a lot. And right now I'm still posting every day. I post a post and a reel. I am gonna change my schedule very soon because posting every day is exhausting. It's unsustainable for most artists, because we have to, deliver a new piece of art every day, and it's really taxing. And here's just a technical tip for posting reels on Instagram. I still use hashtags. I just use a few that I think fits the topic that I'm posting about. If it's animation, I use like hashtag 2D animation, hashtag animation, hashtag Procreate Dreams, because that's the program I use, and maybe hashtag cute animation if it's a cute one. Just some simple ones that relate to the topic. And I also used the I think is it called topic in the English version, because I'm using the Danish Instagram and everything is in Danish for me. But I think it's called topics. You can choose 3 topics within some categories, and if I do animation, I will use 2 topics from the art category and choose animation under the film category. But yeah, I try to use 2 topics from the same category and then 1 from another. Unless it's just a simple art video with not much else, then I'm just choosing 3 topics from the art category. A thing I do as well in Reels is that I try to make an opportunity to open a conversation. So for this cute animation about the shark jumping in puddles, which was a collab I did with Artisy on Instagram. We animated each other's characters, so go check her out. She's amazing. Um, but I decided to write a question on the reel itself. So I asked, "How does rain make you feel?" And that opened up for people to talk about how the rain makes them feel, and that way I got a lot of comments on it, and I think that's one of the things that made it gain traction. So that's I think that video is already over 500,000 views, and so it's also getting there. So yeah, that's pretty much how I went from around 400 followers to 24,000 followers in like roughly a year. I hope some of these tips were useful to you, and just remember to still enjoy doing the art. The art comes first, in my opinion. So if you're not enjoying it, then your audience will not enjoy it as well. I will soon do some videos on animation and background and some technical stuff that I asked you on Instagram what you struggle with. I'm gonna do some of those videos soon. So stay tuned for those. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!